and welcome to Good Grief, the podcast dedicated to demystifying and destigmatizing grief with compassion and humor. I'm Nikki. I'm an end-of-life doula and a grief coach in Columbus, Ohio, and welcome to Season 6. This is my little trailer, just my little update, and welcome you all back to Season 6 after my little break, although it was not a break for me. I never get a break, and that's okay, because I love this podcast. I love what I do. I have been hard at work recording interviews with people and coming up with new topics and new ideas. So I'm super excited. I've been busy editing those. My break actually comes usually about halfway through the season release because I've done a lot of work. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm super excited about Season 6. I have kind of decided I've been straying a little bit from the crux, the meaning of this podcast to me. The whole reason I started this was, like I say at the beginning of every episode, to demystify and destigmatize grief. And I've ventured into talking about my work as a death doula, into end of life and death and dying, which I might still have a little bit on this show, but I really want to get back to grief, just good old solid grief podcasts. So I'm going to be talking with people about their grief journeys, about their life and all their things within their losses, death and non-death related. I'm going to talk about different types of grief some more, my own grief journeys. And my hope is that somebody out there listening will feel a little less alone by hearing a story similar to theirs. That was kind of the whole idea behind this podcast. I wanted people to feel less alone in their grief because I know I felt very alone on my personal grief journey. So that's why I'm here. That's what we're doing. So that's what you can look forward to in Season 6. We're getting back to our basics and we're going to be talking all things grief. It's not sad though. I promise. I try to keep things a little lighthearted. I will put trigger warnings if there's something on the episode that I think might be a problem for sensitive viewers or sensitive topics. So always keep your eye out for that. But other than that, welcome to Season 6. If you really enjoy this podcast, please share it with somebody. Better yet, leave a rating or a review. That is a great way for people to find me. So you can do that. If you want to support me a little bit further, you can go to patreon.com/Nikki the Death Doula. You can get access to this podcast a week early. You get grief affirmations. You get some other bonus content throughout the week. So please check that out. I'm also on Substack, Nikki the Death Doula there as well. Very similar content, but I put my blogs over. There's other content over there, but if you are a paid subscriber on Substack, you'll get basically what you get on Patreon as well. So just lots of different places where you can find me. And if you want some really great merch, I've got for this podcast, I've got t-shirts, I've got journals, I've got stickers and mugs and all sorts of great stuff. So head on over to nikkithedeathdoula.com/podcast and you can find information about the shows, my guests, their materials and books, and links to the merch. So you can get all that there. And if you want to reach out, I'm at nikkithedeathdoula.com. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you were all here and welcome to Season 6. I'll be back next week with the first episode of the season. Good Grief with Nikki the Death Doula is produced by Nikki Smith of Nikki the Death Doula LLC in Columbus, Ohio. Nikki the Death Doula LLC is for consulting, education, emotional support, and guidance, and is no way considered a funeral establishment or licensed mental health establishment. Scripts, editing, sound design, literally everything with this podcast is done solely by Nikki Smith of Nikki the Death Doula LLC, with the exception of the music. The music is Cheery Monday by Kevin MacLeod. Licensing information can be found at filmmusic.io.